Hi there! In this video we will be recognising similes and metaphors with Arlo the author. Arlo the author is a clever canine who helps us to identify and explain how meaning is enhanced through a choice of words and phrases. Both similes and metaphors are types of figurative language where the poet or author compares what they are describing to other objects. This helps the reader build a picture in their mind. A metaphor is where the object is described as if it is something else. For example, in this sentence. It had snowed all night, so we woke up with a blanket of white covering the ground. The snow is described as a blanket of white. While the snow isn't actually a white blanket, this comparison helps the reader to understand how the snow had completely covered the ground outside. The comparison also suggests that the snow is soft like a blanket. Let's look at one more example. As she ran from the haunted house, the drum in her chest beat a fast rhythm. The girl in this sentence doesn't actually have a drum in her chest. But by describing the heartbeat in this way, the author has used a metaphor to help explain how hard and loud her heart is beating. A simile compares what is being described to something else using the words like and as. For example, the monster towered above them as tall as a house. Using the word as, the author has compared the height of the monster to a house, giving us an idea of how tall it is. Here's another simile. The boy jumped like a frog over the fence. Here the author has used the word like to compare the way the boy jumps with the way a frog jumps, creating an image in the reader's mind. Our first question is asking us to explain what the poem is about, providing examples from the text that led to your conclusion. Listen as I read the poem aloud to you and try to spot any clues as to what the poem is about. Our golden ball. Our golden ball hangs in the sky, illuminating where songbirds fly. Like golden threads the sunbeams weave, a scene with beauty you won't believe. Golden leaves on a golden tree, dripping with golden filigree. A ribbon of gold flows through the reeds, like a shining belt of sparkling beads. A gold-plated village nestled beneath, the light encircles like a golden wreath. Every window and every thatch shines like fire with every flash. The golden ball hangs in the sky, gilding the patchwork from on high. As hot as molten metal burning, our golden ball each day returning. Pause the video here and see if you can write an answer for this question using evidence you can find in the poem. Press play when you are ready to hear the answer. The poem never mentions exactly what it's about or what the title refers to, but there are many similes and metaphors that give us clues to include in your answer. The golden ball is in the sky, illuminating, turns things gold, and is as hot as molten metal. This suggests that the poem is about the sun, because the sun is hot, it shines and can be seen in the sky. The golden ball is a metaphor for the sun. This question is subjective, as you may have a different answer to your friend. Subjective means based on your own ideas or opinions. This is absolutely fine as long as you have identified that the poem is about the sun and explained your thoughts using evidence from the text. Hoo-yah! Let's have a look at another question. Look at the examples of figurative language taken from the poem in the table below. Put a tick in each row to show whether each example is a simile or a metaphor. Here we are being asked to identify whether each example in the table is a simile or a metaphor, and place a tick in the correct column in the table. Pause the video here and answer the question. Press play again when you are ready. To begin this task, we should look at each example one at a time. The first example describes the sun as a golden ball without using the words like or as, so this is a metaphor. The second line used the word like to compare sunbeams to golden threads, so this is a simile. The third line describes a river as if it actually is a ribbon of gold, so this is a metaphor. Well done if you got those right. Hoo-yah! Our final question is asking you to explain what you think the ribbon of gold is. Make sure you use evidence from the text in your answer. You may wish to write your answer down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or you may just wish to say your answer out loud. Pause the video here and press play again when you are ready to check your answer. Ready? Let's look at the answer. I think the ribbon of gold is a river because the poem says that it flows through the reeds, which rivers do. Also, it is compared to a belt of sparkling beads. A ribbon and a belt are long, thin strips, like a river. The sunlight makes the river look gold and causes it to sparkle. Remember, your answer might look completely different to your friend's answer, but as long as you've said the ribbon of gold is a river and given evidence from the text, you should have the answer right. Well done if you did. I hope this video has made you feel a bit more confident when tackling questions all to do with similes and metaphors. If you still need more reading help, we have lots more of these videos on the Twinkl website, so make sure to check them out. Thank you for watching!